Box of Rocks is a secret lair, part of the Secret Versary 1-year anniversary super drop of secret layers, and it's just a secret layer of Commander playable artifacts.
Yes, we have a lot of cards that are really useful in Commander, however, a lot of them have just been reprinted in Commander Legends, so the price of these is kind of all over the place. Well, we're going to talk today about Secret Lair. Is it worth it? Box of Rocks. Video starts right now.
Special thanks to our Patreon supporters who power our channel. Check out our Patreon for monthly giveaways, exclusive content, and even a starring role in our fan fight series. Link in the description below.
For a limited time only, if you join the Patreon at any level, you will receive a holographic Jake and Joel Are Magic logo sticker. Link in the description below. Hello and welcome to the day.
Thank you for spending your time with us.
I'm Jake.
I'm Joel. Welcome back to another episode of Jake and Joel Are Magic. We got a secret layer, our favorite thing to talk about. Box of Rocks is coming up here pretty soon, but before we do get into it, if you would, go down there, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. It really helps us out. We're pushing to 10,000 subs this year, and we're almost there.
Yep, it's the best way to support the channel with just the click of a button. If you are so compelled, consider checking us out on Patreon. As any level gets you access to the Discord, it might be a good fit for you. Let's go ahead and get into the action.
So what we're looking at right here is a Box of Rocks. First off, I love the title on this one, Jake, I do have to say. And anytime that we are getting collectible cards that are Commander playable is a good time, in my opinion. This is how I think that a lot of these secret layers should go. You know, one of cards that we only need one of because it's Commander, and they're all relevant cards.
Yeah, these are all really good cards, and I have to say, and I know we're going to talk about it, but the art on all of these really pops. I'm someone who really likes vibrant, bright, kind of like neon.
Look at that arcane signet.
And yeah, I mean, they are really, really beautiful, and that is the big thing that we need to remember about these products, is that that's what you're buying here, is you're buying a unique flash in the pan art style that's only going to be available for a short period of time, and however much that means to you should inform whether or not you buy this product. Now, you may be here and you're saying, well, I came here, I clicked on this video because I want to know, is it worth my money? I don't have any of these cards, and I'm considering buying this because they all come together and I don't want to worry about acquiring them on the secondary market. Well, we are going to talk about the price that you could acquire these cards for on the secondary market if you decided to get them all by themselves, but it really does come down to how much does the art mean to you. I think Darksteel Ingot for me is the card that I don't like. That's the only card here that I'm not wildly crazy about the art.
It's such a departure. It almost looks like 3D art, and in a vacuum, I love this piece. This is the kind of like wild, kind of demented, twisted kind of art that I would really love to personally have, you know, on a wall in my home. However, on a Magic card, I will agree, it looks very jarring, but the rest of them, like this, if you told me that this was like a Seb McKinnon piece that he didn't go as dark and sort of impressionistic on, I'd be like, yeah, I believe you, right? But then these others, this looks like something out of almost Adventure Time or like Rick and Morty.
But then the thing is, and it's funny, and I don't mean to trample over you, but it is funny with this card compared to the ingot, because I actually like this a lot more than I like the art of the ingot, and it really does come down to each their own. Everybody's going to have different opinions of what they like, and what we really need to remember about these secret layer products is the secret layer products are based around FOMO, which is the fear of missing out. They give you a very short period of time to buy it, but then it comes down to this whole, I think we saw it in the Bob Ross drop, which is the whole miss a drop, it's gone.
Right.
It's like it's like it's gonna disappear, it's not going to exist, and that's just not true. You will be able to purchase these on the secondary market if you miss out on them. So if it's not in your budget, don't sacrifice putting food on the table to go out and buy this product because you think you have to have it. That's just not the way it is. So let's go ahead and talk about the price of this foil, and then talk about the price of it non-foil as well. That way people can have an understanding if they are trying to decide between this or another secret layer.
Yeah, I want to say real quick before I jump away from the art, I think for me personally, Arcane Signet is my favorite piece out of any of these. It looks like something, you know, could be in a Kamigawa block, honestly. I like, you know, we've got this almost Japanese inspired flowers around the signet itself, and then you've got this figure in the middle that's wearing, seemingly some kind of traditional robes. Either it's a seer robes or warrior robes.
Honestly, it's beautiful.
That one, and then really the Commander Sphere. I wanted to highlight this one too, since we talked about the others a little bit in particular. I love the medium of this one. It looks like it was kind of watercolor, but then it's got some digital elements, and then it looks, kind of raw to me. I like that look. And past that, it's very wild. It is out there as far as the material and the subjects. They really took some chances with this set, and I appreciate that. I've said that in almost every Secret Lair. So I'll go over
I agree with you. I think all of the art is great, and that's what we really have to think about when we're talking about the Secret Lairs,
right?
Because that is what the product brings.
Exactly.
It brings different art. So let's go ahead and talk about the price.
Yeah, quick and dirty details, and then Jake will walk us through the finance aspect of this. Box of Rocks, the regular edition, is available for $29.99 for Dark Steel Ingot, Gilded Lotus, Chromatic Lantern, Commander Sphere, and Arcane Signet. As of time of shooting, these sets are all available, and they will be available through the middle of December. The 14th of December is Monday, 2 weeks from now, as of filming of this video, and so you do have 2 weeks to pick up any of the individual sets or any of the bundles. We have a video covering each of the individual sets and the bundles all together, so make sure you go and check those out if you're looking for value. The foil version of a Box of Rocks is $39.99, continuing the trend that was started earlier this year, and Jake and I really appreciate, especially because the foils are such a coin flip, of offering a regular version and a foil version in these sets. So $29.99 and $39.99 for the regular and the foil. Jake, you want to walk us through the individual cards?
Yeah, sure. Let's talk about the individual cards, and we're going to be very quick with this. So, the way that I did this data was I went on eBay and I searched price plus shipping lowest first, and if there was no market data for a card, I actually went to TCG Player. This is going to matter more for when we review Squirrels, because those are a lot of old Odyssey foils that we had to look at prices of. But for this specific product, if you were to acquire all these cards on the secondary market, non-foil, it would be Commander Sphere 99 cents, Gilded Lotus $4.19, Arcane Signet $2.85, Chromatic Lantern $7.75, Dark Steel Ingot $1. Now, the foil multiplier on these cards, if we go back to Commander Sphere, maybe I should have just done this in the beginning,
no, it's all
but
good.
the foil price of Commander Sphere is $1.84. Remember, just reprinted in Commander Legends.
Commander Legends right here, and it had an extended version too.
That's right. And then Gilded Lotus foil $7.42. Arcane Signet $8.99 foil. So that's going to be one of the better foils that you can find.
Yep, Commander 2020, it was reprinted, and Zendikar Rising Commander. They saw after Throne of Eldraine Brawl decks, I believe, is where the first time we saw
unpopular that distribution was.
Yep,
yeah,
you have to get Arcane Signets into their hands, because Arcane Signet is the kind of card that will absolutely blow up if they don't reprint it.
Yep, and then finally, Chromatic Lantern $10 foil, and Dark Steel Ingot $3 foil. So what that comes down to is the non-foil price. If you say, I don't care about the art on this Secret Lair, I want to buy these cards on the secondary market, I want to go on TCG Player or buy them on Card Kingdom altogether, you would be paying roughly $16.78 non-foil, or $31.25 if you wanted to acquire foil versions of all of the cards right now. So as far as, is it worth it? Technically, no. But again, what it comes down to is how much does that art mean to you? That's what it is. When we're talking about Bob Ross lands, it's all basic lands. You can get basic lands for free.
For free.
You don't need the Bob Ross ones that cost $30.
No, I completely agree with you as far as the Bob Ross comparison to a set like this. We've seen sets like this year. Secret Lair Slime Time. I purchased that one. I personally own it. It's sitting around here. I should have been ready to hold it up. But that one, the value of the Secret Lair itself was not there if you just want to go acquire a playable copy of the card, comparatively either foil or non-foil. We've seen layers like this. That one was, for me, worth it because I wanted that art style. I wanted those cards in that art style. For me, for this one, the art style is great, but doesn't super speak to me and make me passionate about acquiring this one like the Slime Time one did. And so for me, this one is not worth it. From a monetary standpoint only, it's absolutely not worth it. But we always want to caveat that by comparing them to the basic land drops. Look at the Eldraine, and we hit this. I'll briefly touch on this. We hit this in the Bob Ross video. The Eldraine lands were just basic lands, but
Godzilla
those sets,
as well.
Exactly, Godzilla. Those sets are now double what they originally sold for because they're so desirable. The basic lands
and scarce. You know,
right.
You have people that aren't super interested in those, and so Secret Lair has created its own weird reverberated secondary market.
Exactly.
But
it also doesn't, like the reprint cards, reprint costs. It really, from what we can see, hasn't driven the price of a card. Like, let's say Chromatic Lantern, what you said that was like an $8 card. Chromatic Lantern, if it's around $8 to $10, a reprint here is not going to move the needle on a copy of Chromatic Lantern because people either want this wild one or they don't. It's not, that's how it goes.
It's not really putting more Chromatic Lanterns. I mean, it puts more of them into circulation, sure.
Right.
But it puts a wild variant that's scarce into circulation, and it's not like you're printing it into a mass printed set. So that being said, a box of rocks, it will also come with a bonus card. We've seen Stained Glass Planeswalkers in the past. We know that Bob Ross is coming with an Evolving Wilds. Make sure to check out that review. I'll go ahead and put that in the cards as well. But it really just comes down to, if you wanted to buy these on the secondary market, you could definitely do it for cheaper than the price that you see here.
Absolutely. As far as the other contents, we do get a single-use code for a copy of each of these on MTGO. So if that's worth it to you, if you're a Commander player on MTGO, getting some cool art for these might be really sweet. I've said before in a lot of the Secret Lair reviews, normally I go on eBay for the Secret Lairs that I don't purchase, and I buy these MTGO redemption codes or the sleeve codes for MTG Arena just so I can have those. I might not want the physical product, but I do like them in MTGO just to kind of vary it up. We don't know if these sets are going to necessarily have a Stained Glass Planeswalker, like Jake was saying. Bob Ross, we know confirmed it does not. It has a different card. We've seen with Secret Lair Walking Dead that they've started to sort of maybe change up that model. If this is a Stained Glass Walker, I would expect to see Karn in this set because it's colorless.
Or Ugin.
Ugin, but we don't really know at this point until these start shipping, which won't be until Q1 of next year, exactly what that loot box card is going to be in any of these.
Yeah, so are you interested in a box of rocks? Leave it in the comments. Let's go ahead and close the book on this one. I think we've said what we need to say.
Thank you so much for watching. Like Jake said, leave it in the comments if you're going to get this Secret Lair. We're trying to keep tabs on what the interest level is across everybody that watches our videos of which Secret Lairs and maybe which bundles people are going to pick up. And we're interested if you like the art style of this one. If you wouldn't mind, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button on your way out. It really helps us out. And like Jake said, check out our Patreon. Got access to our Discord, and we do monthly giveaways over there. We're pretty proud of that little community we're building, and we think you'll like it.
Check it out, and until next time, I'm Tapped Out.
Tapped out.